Hey everybody, welcome back for some more Death Stranding. If you're having fun with this playthrough, go ahead and press those like and subscribe buttons. And now let's continue.
Sorry you had to deal with that, Sam. She's the boss over there, and she's not afraid to lay down the law. We need her, and we need her people. We've lost too many others as it is. Without Mountain Knot City, the Chiral Network and the UCA will never be complete.
What now?
So, here's the thing. Sam, Lockne is Mama's twin sister. Former Bridges 1. Went west with the others. Second group, just like Mama. Mama's not her real name, of course. That'd be Monaghan. Both have dooms and both are scientific geniuses. Mama's primary field of expertise is applied physics. Lockne's is theoretical. Mama designed the Cupid hardware. Lockne, the software. They said they could converse over any distance. Said they had a special bond that led them. I don't know how that's possible, but I'll tell you this. There wouldn't be a chiral network without them. They were so close that some said they were like one person in two bodies. Might be why they were able to develop the Cupid. But they had a falling out after Monaghan's accident. Lockne left Bridges and cut off all contact with us. I don't know what happened between them. But if we don't bring Lockne around, our plans to make America whole again are finished. Not that I'm asking you to stick your nose in their personal business. Though if you did, it might help us figure out how to bring Lockne around. Which would be great, because our plans to make America whole again are finished without her. In the meantime, if you've got any bright ideas, feel free to give them a shot. Good work.
There is actually a way to bring them together. The game does not tell you how to do it, but I've played through this once and I know. There's all kinds of hints, and if you read your emails there's gonna be even more, that these two should be brought together, Mama and Lockne, that is. They are twin sisters, they are very connected, and they just had a falling out, which can be reversed. So the solution actually, to our problem, is to go talk to Mama. Unfortunately, Mama is quite a distance away. So how do we do that? We have to go to Mama's lab. We have to fast travel probably. We could go through the mountains, which is gonna be very dangerous. There is a safe house here, or we could go to an online safe house right there. And yeah, we're gonna do that probably. There is also a zipline here that we could use, because this area here, this is like one of the worst areas in the game, this mountainous region that I'm cycling through. There is BTs, there's a very rocky terrain here, and yeah, this is all sorts of wrong ground for walking. So in any case, we need to get back to Mom. So let's head for this online safe house and go there. Let me quickly review what we got though. Yeah, I gave up the bomb, so now we can run freely. Problem is, we cannot boost forever because well, we are not part of the chiral network. That's the bad thing when somebody rejects joining the chiral network. You do not get to build power generators, so you run out of energy very fast. Now we have to be strategic about where we go. I say we take the same way back, probably because there's a rocky terrain here, and I do not want to go here unless I can build some zip lines. Right now, this is not part of the chiral network, so there's no reason to risk it. Also, always look at the timefall map. You can see how timefall is everywhere in this region. So, this is, as I said, one of the worst regions to go in. We're going to avoid that.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Throughout the game, we're gonna have to pass through this area though a lot. That's when you'll see how bad this is. The first time we pass through this, after connecting the Mountain Knot City, I'm gonna build a few zip lines to make our job a bit easier. And then, just to give you a sneak peek of what's gonna happen, over there, we're gonna have a mission that wants us to traverse that mountainside. You can either go all the way around, which is like, I don't know if anybody really wants to do that, or you can try and find a way up there. Can you imagine how difficult that is without a zipline? You're gonna find out. Stay tuned for that episode. I know what's coming, and I know during a live stream it took me about 3 hours without knowing what I was doing just to traverse that part. Can kind of guess my frustration there. When you get zip lines, by the way, it's always good to keep a lookout for high spots. Like, for example, that peak over there, that's an excellent position to build a zip line. Just saying, in case you're a new player looking for tips in my playthrough, that's another one for you. Always build zip lines very high up, like very high. Do not be shy about building them in areas that nobody would want to go at, because remember, zip lines, they are there just for connecting to other zip lines. You do not actually need them to be on level ground. So go out of your way to climb mountains the first time you want to build zip lines. It's gonna be worth your while. I've built quite a lot of them, and I've received a ton of likes for those very difficult zip lines I've built. Alright, so now we're just going back the way we came. So it would be a good spot to just take a drink here maybe, because we are right next to a river and I can easily replenish my my water supplies here. Alright, so that about does it. It goes up to 1,000. By the way, there is a way to upgrade your canteen, your water supplies effectively, I think up to 2,000? Or maybe it doesn't go up to 2,000 and it only drains slower. In any case, you can upgrade the canteen. You have to do missions for somebody else, which I do not remember. Alright, now we're gonna have to head into BT territory, unfortunately, because I want to head for that safe house. So this is gonna be requiring some delicate maneuvering, because I want to avoid both the BTs and the mules, and we are gonna get both of them. So unfortunately, I either have to cross the river. Yeah, let's actually do that. Let's try and cross the river instead of dealing with BTs. I do have hematic grenades with me in case we need to deal with them. Now this is the part I'm worried about. I think there's a lot of red here. Oh man. Alright, now let me show you how you can get through these very difficult parts. This is a lot of yellow here. Watch that white bar. As I'm crossing, it starts draining. When I stop walking, it goes back up. So, always remember to stop, even in yellow points, because if you keep going, the current is gonna sweep you. Once that white bar goes all the way to 0, you're done. The river will drag you down. You will lose all your cargo. So be extremely careful of that. When traversing large rivers, always stop midway. Many times as you need. Do not be shy about that. So now I'm traversing on the edge of the BT and Mule area, which is always what I sort of like to do. That's my method of traveling. That way you get to avoid both of them. Alright, and I'm very close to that safe house. That's exactly the place I want to go to fast travel. Okay, so we have to traverse another spot here. That is tough. Remember to stop as you're going. Alright, and now the worst part is over. Remember, if you look at, if you see those buildings, always stop. Because see what's happening? My equipment is getting repaired here. Let me quickly show you. Where are some containers? Man, I do not carry anything that's in a container. Oh man, I wanted to show you, but in any case, if you're carrying anything that's inside a container, it will get repaired over there. Also, time passes, as you see, and the rain has stopped. So that's another benefit of visiting these timeful shelters, as they are called. Alright, now let's go down to the private room and fast travel.
Your work is great.
Also remember, private rooms restore your stamina and battery. And pacify the BB, by the way. That's another benefit. Although, that's not one you need to care about, really. If you are next to a safe house, you are in a pretty safe spot. So, yeah, you do not need to worry about pacifying a BB, I guess. Alright, let's take some energy drinks and get going. Another piece of advice, when you enter a safe house, do not always assume you have to go to the city. Like, look at the map on the right side of the screen. Down at the very lower right part of it, there is South Knot City. Most people would fast travel there and then go to Mama's house, which is a bit to the north and west. But there is a safe house, Slade's safe house. Thank you, Slade, by the way. There is a safe house right next to Mama. Players usually build safe houses at very good positions. So always take a look before you fast travel to a town to see if there is a safe house that is better, that suits your needs better. In any case, thank you, Slade, and let's fast travel to your house.
Been a while, Sam. It's good to see you. Remember how to do this? You need to close your eyes and picture your destination.
And there we go. There is a downside, though, to fast traveling to safe houses. Right now, I do not have anything on me. Like, I only have my boots, and that is it. So remember, if you're fast traveling to a house, you're not next to a place that can fabricate all the things you need. For example, if I needed hematic grenades right now, I do not think this safe house can manufacture those. Let's watch this cutscene and I'm gonna show you.
Take a look.
This is what the world looked like hundreds of millions of years ago. It was just one big continent. And do you know what this is? The moon. I'll show you the real thing soon. I promise. The whole wide world will be yours to explore. You'll be able to go wherever you want. Even the moon.
Now, isn't it weird that he told this very thing to a BB? You're gonna be able to go wherever you want, explore anything you want. Like, it's a BB. BBs are never supposed to go outside, right? They're always supposed to stay BBs and then get killed. So why did he say that? You're gonna find out at some point.
Hey, Sam. Thanks for coming back. Got something for you. These are your new cufflinks. They still work as a terminal, but I've added a weapon function. I was able to redesign everything from the ground up after the last connection.
They're weapons too now.
That's right. Cord cutters. I should explain. BTs are connected to the other side via umbilical cords, right? When those cords bring the matter of our world into contact with the antimatter of theirs, boom, void out. But, just as Deadman theorized, your blood does have unique properties. It can be used to cut a BT's cord. So, I've added that function. Cut the cord of the BT, and it returns to the world of the dead. No BT, no void out. Win-win.
These things can cut them loose.
If you can get close enough without them noticing, yes.
Cord snipping, super handcuffs.
Right. Let's try them out. Cut the cord connecting us. She's sound asleep. I made sure she got plenty of milk. Just do it. Please, Sam. Set us free. This world was never hers, but all the same, I didn't want her to leave it. Even though she's already lost. Truth is, she's not really my daughter.
The attack and everything, that was all a lie?
No, that part was true. My ovaries can't produce eggs, and Lockne has trouble with her uterus. Long story short, neither of us can have children. I was alright with it. I mean, children, who needs them, I thought. But my sister thought differently. Lockne wanted a child, someone to carry her genes. She fell in love with another member of Bridges, but he died in an accident. She was devastated, of course, as was I. Back then, strong emotions like that, I could feel hers, and she could feel mine. When I sensed her desire to join him, to end it, I went to her and said, let's have a baby. We took one of Lockne's eggs and fertilized it with his frozen sperm. And I carried it to term. A healthy baby grew inside me. But then there was the attack. And our bond was severed. I wanted to tell her, but I was bound to the child. I couldn't just abandon her. But I was wrong. Lockne needs to know. You have to break some ties to forge others. Can't be tied to everything. If we're going to reconnect the world, I need to reconnect with my sister first. So please, Sam. Do it.
And that concludes this episode of Death Stranding. If you enjoyed this, I'd appreciate you hitting those like and subscribe buttons. Alright guys, see you next time.